Hello. Hey, 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 hey. Don't you just love these Facebook filters? I'm obsessed with Facebook filters, if you can't tell. Open my mouth. Just playing. I'll get it off in a sec. Hello, hello. Back to normal. How you going? It's Helen here from helenmartinonline.com, and it's awesome to be here. I am jumping on today to tell you a little bit of a story. I said last week that I was going to talk about the mindset topic of hacking beliefs, and I will talk about that. I've talked about it before, and I do want to talk about it again because not enough people sort of, have enough belief in themselves. So, I did say that I was going to talk about this week about belief hacking, which I will do probably next week because I only jump on I'm so rattled today, once a week to talk about mindset. So that is today. So if you're not familiar with me and we are meeting for the first time, it's Helen here from helenmartinonline.com. And predominantly what I do is teach home-based business owners the skill sets to bring their business online. But once a week I jump on and talk about a mindset topic because what we've got going on in between our ears, the way we think, what we believe, the crap that we tell ourselves in between our head about ourselves and how we're not good enough and all the rest of it is way overpowers any kind of skill level. So you've really got to have belief in yourself and what you do, who you are, all that kind of stuff before any kind of skill set is valuable to you. And I spoke last week about the importance of beliefs and belief hacking. So it is a topic I've spoken about before and I want to speak about it again, but I had something really out of character. There's something that happened this morning and I just feel sort of compelled to tell you about it because it literally had me shaking. What this person said to me and their reaction to my emails was appalling, and it really affected me physically. So I'd rather tell you about that than the belief hacking, which is really important, but I'll talk about that next week. So if you're new to me, please comment below, tell me where you're coming in from. I love to sort of welcome new people and say hi to new people. See, I am rattled today. Welcome new people after the live. So I'll just tell you what's going on this morning. So I've got up really early because my awesome mentoring group, you guys absolutely rock. I had a live session with them this morning, which I've just completed. But, and that was a bit of a marathon session. So for those of you that weren't live, that are watching the recording, awesome time for that. But awesome mentoring session. But before that, so I've woken up really early to get myself organized, and I'll just give you a little bit of background. So this is a mindset topic, remember. So what I'm concentrating on here is the power of communication and the power of your reactions to things, whether that's, good or bad or whatever. So in this particular circumstance that I'm going to tell you, it's bad. So just to give you a bit of context, I asked somebody last week for I asked somebody last week for a report to be done. I got a recommendation. I spoke to the person, and we came up with a price. We came up with a time frame, and this report was to be provided. Now, obviously, I don't know what happened, but there was some major form of miscommunication about the price and about the time frame. I wrote it all down when we spoke. I actually confirmed it in an email, but for some reason I'm wrong about all of it. So I get this report yesterday. It's more expensive than what I was quoted, and it was not on the time frame that we had agreed on. So last week we'd agreed on a time frame. So I rang this person and said, the person that was doing the report for me, coming in there, did not know who I was. couldn't remember what the report details were, and completely forgot the time frame and said, oh, sorry, I didn't realize it was behind. So awkward silences on the phone. Like, now I think that he was just as confused as I was because of this miscommunication, obviously. Anyway, he said, I'll get it to you, later. So I get this report yesterday, and it was more expensive than what he quoted and not on the time frame. So I sent an email back. It was late last night, so no opportunity to call. So I paid him what he quoted me. I didn't pay him what his final invoice came through as. So I sent an email and said, thank you very much for the report. I've put this much into your bank account because this is what you quoted me and this is what I confirmed in writing, which you asked me to. And I do really appreciate the report. I'm just a little bit disappointed when we spoke last week that it wasn't delivered on the time frame. I said, no hard feelings, just giving you some feedback. So it wasn't any way, shape or form angry or anything like that. And so he's obviously woken up to that email this morning, and I can't tell you the response I got back. So I read the first response. So this is all, I've got to get up early, get ready for my mentoring call with my special, private Facebook group. And I was really rattled. I got this email and it's like, are you serious? Blah, 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 blah. You win, congratulations. The audacity of the person, like it just went on and on and on. I'm like, whoa, he's reacted really badly to that. That wasn't my intention. So I've emailed back straight away, which I didn't really have time for this morning, but I did it and I thought, I've got to clear this quickly. Even though, now get my point here, this Facebook Live is about communication and reactions. So he had a really bad reaction, was pissed off to what I said, basically. So he's, without any thought, shot me back a response, and it was not nice. It's like, are you serious? And what was the last bit? The audacity of somebody to reply, like that, etc. So I've quickly got on top of it because I saw the reply come in. And I've said, hi, whatever. Obviously, you've taken my email really harshly. That wasn't my intent. I apologize if it seemed this way or that way. I just, maybe I shouldn't have, but I just said, I just reiterated, you actually quoted me this price. I wrote it down and I confirmed that with you in email, which you didn't correct. So I was just pointing out the actual facts that we had on a phone call, or so I thought. So anyway, he's shot me back another email, no word of a lie, said, stop emailing me this crap. I want my report back and I'm going to do this, this, this and this, and threatened me. Threatened me. So at this point, I'm actually shaking and going, are you kidding me? Like, why would somebody respond like that? And wanted his report back, said he'd refund the money, but I needed the report. So I've very quickly sort of shot back, just saying, I'm really sorry that you feel that way. Please don't be this way. This is not the intent of what I was saying. And even though I felt in the right, it wasn't worth going there, and said, I'm sincerely apologize for, upsetting you, etc. Can I please keep the report? I will pay you the remainder just to keep the peace, not that I wrote that. Can we please move on? And then I got another one back saying, yes, fine, move on or something. So the physical reaction that I had to that, with somebody basically threatening me and reacting that badly, was quite physical. I couldn't control that. But then what's going through my mind is I'm really offended, I'm upset, I'm emotional. I almost was brought to tears because of it. And I didn't really know how to sort of react to it. So very quickly though, I turned that around in, this is actually not my problem. He's reacted because he's pissed off for whatever reason and launched out at me without any thought. Hence the words on the email and the threats and all the rest of it. So, the important thing is, and I quickly shut off from that and calmed down because I had a mentoring call to sort of put together and switch modes, if you like. But people's reactions have got nothing to do with you. This is my point here, my mindset topic here. One, communication is key with everything you do. How often do you mull around something in your head that has been, you've made an issue of nothing? You watch something on Facebook of a friend of yours, family member or whatever, and you interpret that some way and get pissed off. Somebody has a conversation with somebody else, you interpret it some way, you get pissed off. The way you react to things will determine how you live your life. So you can't react to things that you can't control. Now, I'm still not happy about the tone of the emails, what this guy sent to me, the fact that he threatened me, but it's actually not my fault or my problem. It's something going on in his world. He was angry, he's busy, he's lashed out at me, and hence given me that reaction. But I've let go of it now really quickly because it's actually got nothing to do with me. It's to do with the personality, of the person. And yes, I back down and I'll pay him the more money. And, I've apologized. And should I do that? No, not really. I should stand my ground and say, well, no, you said this, but is it worth it? No, not really. Is life worth half to the shit that you hang on to? Sorry for my language, but, it's really important for people to understand we make way too much out of other people's reactions. And sometimes we interpret things in a particular way, which has got nothing to do with us. So when you react to things, why are you reacting to them? So why was his reaction, like that? Was he offended because I'm questioning the quality of his work, which I said, thank you for the report, etc. So communication and reactions are really important to how you move through life. So one, if you've got any issues with anybody, I'd say talk about them and get them out in the world. Don't let things fester. If you let things fester, business, personal, relationships, whatever, it's just going to make big issues out of little issues. And the other thing I would encourage you to remember is that when other people react to you, if somebody shouts something at you, reacts to you, treats you a certain way, makes you react in a certain way, it's got nothing to do with you. It's all to do with the other person. And we give other people way too much power about how they make us feel. Can you resonate with this at all? Send me some likes, some loves. Have you ever let anybody take control of how you feel? Does that make sense? Like they've done something, said something, reacted some way, done something, but it's you've let it control your feelings. So I want to reiterate here that your thoughts are controllable by you, your reactions are controllable by you, and you can't let what other people do get to you. You can't let what other people do, say, react, get to you unless you choose to. If somebody says something harsh to you, what have they said and why? Is it their issue or is it your issue? It's only your issue if you allow yourself to let it get to you. So circumstances are going to happen. Crap is going to happen in your life. What is most important here with mindset and having a really good life is how you react to it. How did I react to my situation this morning? I was physically affected. I was shaking. I was astounded. I was shocked to the point where I was physically shaking. And it was just astounded at the fact that I was actually pretty much being threatened. Now, that is going to happen, but don't hang on to those kind of feelings for any longer than you need to. So very shortly after that, I've let it go and gone, well, that's his problem, not mine. I've cleared it up. My conscience is clear. I can move on. He's probably still pissed off at me. I don't know. Not my problem to worry about. But two key areas that really control how you move through life is one, communication. Don't hang on to stuff. Make sure you communicate with people really well. And if you are upset with someone, if you have an issue with somebody, if you're having a family feud with somebody, whatever it is, a friend, get over it and communicate with them. Don't hang on to shit that doesn't matter because it just chews you up inside. The second thing is you are in control of your reactions and things only affect you if you let them. Stuff is going to happen. Things are going to happen like they happened to me this morning, which was not nice. But am I still hanging on to it? Not anymore. Am I happy about it? No, it's still, I'm still, not happy with what he said and the threat and his reaction. But I've come to the conclusion, it's his reaction. It's his problem. If he'd taken some little bit of feedback that I said the wrong way, then that's his problem and it's not my problem, and I don't have to worry about that. I've paid him the extra money. I've got the report and I move on. But just be very careful of your reactions. So I guess my ultimate message here is, if you are reacting to stuff, if you are reacting to people in your life, if you're reacting to your partner, if you're reacting to your kids, if you're reacting to things that are not going well in your life, why? Have a think about why. Because crap is going to happen all around us, but how you react, how you think about that crap is where you have the control. So have the control and take it for what it is, and realize that other people's crap that they project on you is exactly that, other people's crap. Okay? I'm sorry, I've sworn more than I normally do. I've got a bee in my bonnet again. This is the second week in the row. But it's really important as we move through life not to let other people's reactions and other